Alright, hi everyone, welcome back, week 5 of my YouTube channel. My name is Reagan. If you haven't been here before, I'd go watch at least my first other video. But again, if you're new, welcome. This is my 5th week doing this, and today I'm kind of balling on a budget with time because I'm now a working woman. And today I kind of just wanted to talk about my experience in the past 3 months leading up to me getting this job, anything in particular that I learned from now to then. Also, a lot of the time I make these videos, I will record it, I will listen back to it, I'll be like, that was shit, and then I'll do it again. I have done it every single week so far, and this week I simply don't have time to record another one, so you're getting me completely, like, this is the first time it's going. So, anyways, I did not plan to not work for 3 months. I planned to not work for a month and a half. That was an intentional break to give myself time to recover from burnout after school because I lived a very, 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 very busy, stressful life in all of high school and all of undergrad. And I didn't really ever have much of a break from it. Even on the breaks, it was just like coming down from this high of just being so stressed all the time that it was kind of just like, I don't know. It was just like high to low, high to low, high to low, busy break, busy break. So it was just not much of an actual break itself. But anyways, um it was pretty stressful to take longer getting a job than I wanted to. The process took me what ended up being more or less like a month and a half, and I know that's quick for some people, but as someone who was already not working for a month and a half, extending that time and doubling it is something that first off I was like didn't want to be judged for. It doesn't sound good to say I didn't work for 3 months. Like that sounds so bad. But after going through it, after the way that everything worked out, knowing where it got me, I know that I really needed that time. Everything happened for a reason. I got the perfect job and nothing really could have worked out better. Like seriously, I am so blessed to be in the spot I am now. Um, but there's a lot that I learned in those 3 months. I've talked about some general personal development topics, I guess, on this channel. That's kind of my vision for talking about self help things in general in the future with this channel, with a podcast, with posting on socials and everything. Um, but I feel like, again, the whole world of personal development, when you talk about it, is one that's very, I don't know, I don't want people to have stereotypes around it or think that it just means nothing or it's just woo woo or it's whatever. Because there seriously is a lot of value in it, and I'm grateful that I had so much time to kind of just sit and reflect on myself. Because one of the things that I learned and really had the opportunity to have time to realize is doing work on yourself and figuring out like your own limiting beliefs and subconscious blocks, yada yada. The end result may seem like this shiny, beautiful thing of just people glamorize it or coaches make it seem so pretty and lovely and you get to live your dream life, which is all true. But at the same time, the process during it isn't something that just looks, it's magical. It's literally just being able to sit in your own head and sit in your own thoughts and journal about them and truly reflect on them and just actually sit with yourself. That's literally like the meat and potatoes of how you actually work on yourself, in my experience. And I'm not saying that I'm completely perfect now or anything like that, but I've definitely made a lot of progress and strides with just doing that in the past 3 months that I've had. So that's been a good thing. Um, there were other points that I had for this, and I really don't want to forget them now, but my iPad is simply not next to me. So, oh, habits. Yes. So, with personal development, whatever, working on yourself, I also have been trying to implement new habits lately. I'm trying to meal prep. I had such a bad habit over the summer of getting Dunkin' literally every day. I would wake up in the perfect time I needed just to get ready for work and leave the house, get food on the way, and I would always be rushing. That's something that has been very consistent in all the times that I've been busy. It's just rushing, 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 rushing. Right in the morning, I can't just like sit and relax, and I've actually been able to sit back and do that, which has been really nice. But a tip that I wanted to give for building habits and everything that I've found in my experience with just the 3 months of trying to shift my sleep schedule and, doing my journaling stuff or reading and meal prepping and things like that. If you haven't read Atomic Habits, go get Atomic Habits because it's a life-changing book. But anyways, one of the things it talks about is how you have to make changes to your habits in very small increments. And this is extremely true. Very true. You are not going to have success as easily going from like one extreme to another. You can't make such a drastic change and expect for it to last and be successful because first off, you might not even actually subconsciously feel comfortable with that change. Obviously, it's uncomfortable and you are programmed to stay away from anything that is out of your comfort zone. And it's just too much. Like, the brain does not learn well doing too much at once. It needs little small increments of change. And another thing too that has kept me from starting new habits is the thought that I have to do it perfectly the first time. Like, you don't have to be perfect. Your meal prep doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't need to be this like amazing, already figured out thing. You can implement new habits by just trying them. It doesn't have to be perfect. These videos, like the video you're watching right now, all of this is not perfect. This is me starting something, creating a habit, still sticking with the habit because I don't want to miss a week and I want to keep doing these and I want to keep making time for them. But just me starting these videos very much from scratch is a perfect example of starting a habit and it not being perfect, but at least you're starting. You're doing better than not starting at all by doing something new that you want to implement as a habit or a new routine or whatever. Even if it's, I don't want to say half-ass, like you're not trying, but even if it's, again, not perfect. Like the meal prep I did for my breakfast this week, literally I burned like 3 of the freaking bacon egg cheese burrito wraps. Like, but at least I'm getting started with it. It's the first step. Like, just start. Just start small. If you have a big end goal you want to reach, you get there with the baby steps. And that's the thing. That I guess the whole summary of both topics I'm trying to say is that big change comes from small steps. The small steps themselves are not as hard to take as you might think. And you also feel so much better once you take them, and you just have to stay consistent in taking those steps to get to new levels. So, sorry I have no energy as well, probably coming across in this video. But again, kind of stressed out because I'm on a time crunch. I'm now a working woman. I'm blessed to be, but it's a big adjustment from 3 months not working. Again, grateful to work. I'm capable of working. You guys just know what I mean. I just haven't done the whole 8 hours a day in a while. So, anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope that everyone has a fantastic day, morning, evening, night, all of the above. Subscribe and like this, please, if you can. Helps the algorithm. Follow me on my socials. I'll post them in the description below. And I will see you guys next week for week 6, which will hopefully not be last minute, even though I had no other choice to speak because I too much on my plate. But we'll figure it out. Take baby steps. You guys got this. Go be your most. I say that every time. Go be your most organic selves, and I will see you next week.